You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 21st of August. India seeks stronger trade ties with Russia as Trump tariff deadline nears. China calls for enhancing exchanges security with Pakistan, Afghanistan. And India dismisses Dhaka's claims of political activities of Awami League on Indian soil. And now for all the details. Amid the US decision to impose a 50% tariff on Indian imports, Foreign Minister Jaishankar on Wednesday addressed the India-Russia Business Forum in Moscow, urging Russian companies to engage more intensively with Indian counterparts and expand trade ties. Jaishankar highlighted India's robust economic growth and initiatives such as Make in India, noting that these have opened new avenues for foreign businesses. He invited Russian firms to take advantage of these opportunities, pointing out that India's $4 trillion economy is growing at around 7% with an obvious need for large resources from dependable sources. The minister also stressed the importance of making strenuous efforts to diversify and balance trade between the two countries, underlining that India and Russia have nurtured a stable relationship among major powers. The meeting comes just days before Donald Trump's trade tariffs on Indian imports take effect on August 27.
The Make in India and other such initiatives have opened up new windows for foreign businesses. The modernization and urbanization of India generate their own demands, flowing from shifts in consumption and lifestyle. Each of these dimensions represent an invitation for Russian companies to engage more intensively with their Indian counterparts.
In a major boost to the country's defense preparedness and a demonstration of its growing military prowess, India on Wednesday successfully test-fired the Agni-5, an intermediate-range ballistic missile capable of carrying nuclear warheads. The test was conducted from range off the coast of Odisha, the Defence Ministry said in a statement. The launch validated all operational and technical parameters, it added, underlining the reliability of the indigenous missile system. The Agni-5, developed by the Defence Research and Development Organization DRDO, has a strike range of up to 5,000 kilometers, effectively bringing almost the entire Asian continent, including the northernmost regions of China, within its reach. Defense officials noted that the missile's accuracy, advanced navigation and ability to deliver a nuclear payload make it a key element of India's strategic deterrence capabilities. The successful test is seen as part of New Delhi's broader efforts to strengthen its second strike capability under its credible minimum deterrence policy, and the launch comes just months after heightened military tensions between India and Pakistan, during which both sides used aerial loitering munitions. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi has called on Pakistan and Afghanistan to strengthen trilateral exchanges at all levels as Beijing pushes to strengthen security with its neighbors, according to a statement from the ministry. Wang, who attended a three-way meeting with his counterparts in Kabul on Wednesday, said the countries should continue to build strategic mutual trust and deepen security cooperation. China is ready to understand and support issues involving each country's core interests and firmly oppose external interference in the region, as well as any organization or individual undermining each other's national sovereignty, the minister said, according to a readout on Thursday. It is necessary to improve the security dialogue mechanism, deepen law enforcement and security cooperation, strengthen the fight against transnational terrorist activities, and eradicate the breeding ground for terrorism, Wang said. The readout did not mention any terrorist groups, but a report by Chinese state media Xinhua on Wang's meeting with Afghanistan's acting foreign minister Amir Khan Muttaqi mentioned the East Turkestan Islamic movement. The report cited Wang as saying China hopes Afghanistan will intensify efforts to combat such terrorist forces. The countries border China's northwest Xinjiang region, which had been in past been beset by conflict, which Beijing blamed on Islamist militants and ethnic Uyghur separatists who say they seek to establish an independent East Turkestan. Wang also told his counterparts that the three countries should expand development, cooperation, trade and investment exchanges and network connectivity. Following his visit to Kabul, Wang later reached Islamabad holding bilateral with his Pakistani counterpart Ishaq Dar. Hundreds of Afghan refugees evicted from their homes now face an uncertain future as they fight for survival under plastic sheets and makeshift shelters. With no proper access to sanitation, women and children rely on a nearby mosque for washroom facilities, further exposing them to the harsh realities of their situation. A report.
Evicted from their homes and huddling under plastic sheets after heavy rains, Afghan refugees in a park near government offices in Islamabad said they had nowhere to go as Pakistan pressures landlords to expel documented families. Among them is Samia, from Afghanistan's Hazara minority, a Shiite community long persecuted at home, who gave birth just 3 weeks ago. "I came here when my baby was 7 days old, and now it has been 22 days, we have no food, and my baby was sick but there was no doctor," she said, wearing damp clothes and shoes caked in mud as she cuddled her son, Daniel, whose body bore a rash. Samia now lives on the park's wet ground, among 200 families who cook, sleep and dry their belongings there after nights of rain. Plastic sheets serve as makeshift shelters, and children and parents spend their days battling mud, sun and hunger.
4 سال از کیسای ما پیش نمیره، سازمان بر ما رسیدگی نمیکنه، بر ما حق ما داده نمیشه و می خاطر اینجا هستیم دیگه حق ما داده نمیشه. در جهانیان این پای ماست که ما را ببینن، وضعیت ما را ببینن، مشکلات ما را ببینن و این مشکلات هستیم. سازمان ملل میخوایم که سرنوشت ما را معلوم کنه، بر ما حق ما داده شود.
Many refugees say they cannot return to Afghanistan due to the ongoing dangers in the country. Sahira Babar, a 23-year-old member of the Hazara community who is now 9 months pregnant, said that Pakistan's police came to their house and told them to leave as they are Afghanis. She cried as she spoke of the future of her unborn child in such adverse conditions.
من زن باردن من نمیتونم، زن باردن مشکل زیاد داره که نمیتونه، زیاد پای درد میشه در باران. یک طفل خرد در پیش گرفتن، یک طفل خرد در پیش نگاه کردن از این سخت است. امروز دیگه زنای باردار مشکلات زیاد می داشته باشه.
The United Nations says Pakistan has begun deporting documented Afghans before a September 1st deadline that could force more than 1 million to leave. The action comes despite about 1.3 million holding refugee registration documents, while 750,000 have Afghan identity cards issued in Pakistan. As Islamabad intensifies its crackdown on Afghan refugees, Iran has also announced plans to deport over 1 million Afghan refugees. Authorities claim that Afghans are contributing to crime and militancy, charges that the Kabul has rejected. Especially with the recent announcement that even those with valid documents are being evicted, this has left the lives of those in the camp hanging in the balance. Despite these unbearable conditions, the refugees remain determined to survive.
India on Wednesday categorically rejected Bangladesh claims of political activities of the Awami League being carried out in India. New Delhi, responding to a statement from Bangladesh Foreign Ministry, said that India is not aware of any anti-Bangladesh activities by purported members of the Awami League in India or of any action that is contrary to Indian law. The statement further said the New Delhi does not allow political activities against other countries to be carried out from Indian soil and reiterated India's expectation of free, fair and inclusive elections to be held at the earliest in Bangladesh to ascertain the will and the mandate of the people. This comes after the Bangladesh Foreign Ministry in a statement on Wednesday evening had alleged that Sheikh Hasina-led Awami League has opened office in Kolkata, adding that activities by the banned Bangladesh Awami League on Indian soil risks long-term friendship and multifarious engagements between Bangladesh and India. Relations between New Delhi and Dhaka has been shaky since India's ally Hasina was ousted in mass uprising. Hasina's party Awami League has also been banned in Bangladesh under anti-terror law, raising concern whether all parties will be given a fair opportunity to participate in the upcoming election. Nepal on Wednesday lodged a strong objection to the agreement between India and China to reopen a trade route through Lipulekh Pass, asserting that the territory belongs to Nepal. In a statement, Nepal's foreign ministry reiterated that as per the country's constitution and official map, the regions of Limpiyadhura, Lipulekh and Kalapani are an integral part of Nepali territory. The ministry said Kathmandu has consistently conveyed to both India and China that no activities including road construction, expansion or border trade should be undertaken in the area. It is also known that the Nepalese government has been urging the Indian government not to undertake any activities such as road construction, expansion or border trade in the area. It is also known that the friendly country China has been informed that the area is Nepali territory, the statement read. Reacting to Nepal's objection, India rejected Kathmandu's claim as untenable and not based on historical facts and evidence. India's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Randir Jaiswal said border trade between India and China through Lipulekh had first begun in 1954 and had continued for decades until it was disrupted in recent years due to COVID-19 and other developments. Such claims are neither justified nor based on historical facts and evidence. Any unilateral artificial enlargement of territorial claims is untenable. India remains open to constructive interaction with Nepal on resolving agreed outstanding boundary issues through dialogue and diplomacy, he added. The latest agreement to reopen the Lipulekh route was reached during the meeting between External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi. Nepal, however, disputes India's claim over Lipulekh. In 2020, the then KP Sharma Oli government amended the constitution to incorporate a new political map that included Limpiyadhura, Kalapani and Lipulekh within Nepal's territory. New Delhi rejected the revised map, calling it an artificial enlargement of claims and reiterating that it was not supported by historical evidence. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.